Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. Once upon a time, a wealthy king saw a suitable man to marry his daughter. So he decided to create a challenge, a test, to test whether the individual has the appropriate attitude and will not quit after the first indication of adversity. To pass the test, each candidate had to put on royal metal armor and ascend 1,000 stairs to the top of the mountain where the king's palace was. Many men gathered from across the world to accomplish the task. However, as soon as they put on the armor, they understood the endeavor would be impossible. The majority of men that took the first step then glanced at the remaining 999 and gave up. Several men made it to the second step before abandoning their quest, and so it continued for the next couple of hundred people, with some actually reaching the third step. The king appeared to be very concerned. He pondered if someone was deserving of his daughter at all. Everyone who came to try their luck with the challenge stayed away after they saw everyone who had attempted to compete in the challenge failed miserably. Nobody thought it was possible. So far, everyone has failed, and they were discussing how the task was designed to be impossible to finish. The most powerful military men attempted and failed. The top athletes came from all over and tried, but failed. Even the most muscular men could not pass the third stair. Nobody could make it any further. They all pointed their finger at the armor, and they all pointed their finger and blamed the steps. If only the armor were lighter, and if only the steps weren't so steep. Then, to everyone's astonishment, a young man, who appeared to be very ordinary and not very impressive, declared that he wanted to try. He, like everyone else before him, had his chance. He donned the heavy gear and proceeded up the steps. Everyone said he wouldn't make it past the first step, but he was quick to go to the second. He could hardly move his shivering feet by the time he got to the fourth step, but he took a big deep breath and moved forward. He felt like he was about to collapse, but he was determined to keep going. He kept telling himself, one more step, one step at a time. I only have to finish this one. As he approached the fifth step, he felt a strong pull from the top. His armor became noticeably lighter, and so he took another step, telling himself, I'm not ready to quit yet. Surprisingly, the armor felt lighter in his following steps, and he was exhausted but determined to take just one more step. So the not-so-special young man went on. Each stride brought his armor lighter and his goal closer. When the young man finished the challenge, the king praised him and then revealed the secret about the test. The king stated, the challenge aimed to make sure that the guy who was going to marry my daughter is not the type of man who gives up after the first couple difficult moments. The armor represents the difficult times, and the magnet on top of the mountain, which made each step easier the closer you got to the goal, represents willpower and experience that will make your future endeavors easier to bear. Because with the proper person at your side, as well as the right mindset and focus, you can do anything, no matter how big the problem is. So you know that the most challenging part of any problem that you will face in the future is the first few steps, and it always becomes easier from there. You have proven yourself worthy, and now you have the blessings to marry my daughter. I freaking love this story. Isn't this the way everything always works, right? Look at all the folks. I told the story a few days ago about the gentleman who was the first double amputee. He lost his legs above the knee due to an IED in the Afghanistan war. He just climbed Mount Everest. Everybody told him it couldn't be done. He summited Everest after waiting 18 days at the base camp at the top of the mountain, something also that very few have ever done in the past. He pushed on. It was difficult at first, I'm sure, but he eventually got to his goal. Look at Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man ever to accomplish the feat of actually summiting Mount Everest. Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay had to attempt 3 separate times. Edmund Hillary was a gardener with very little mountain climbing or hiking experience, but he had a goal, and he knew where he was going. He set his goal. It was probably very difficult for him at first, and probably after trying for 2 years and failing to get to the summit, and with all the experts and medical professionals around him saying it just can't be done, the human body was not designed to function at elevations such as this, you just can't do it. And when you have all these people telling you that, it's easy to give up. It makes the armor heavier, to go back to our story, right? But you just keep pushing through. Hey, I know that a lot of you have only been watching my videos for a very short period of time, but if you go back to my first video, I initially set a 30-day challenge. I had never been on YouTube before, never really sat in front of a camera, and I had a goal. I wanted to help people. I wanted to help people to set goals, and then I wanted to show them how they can achieve them and how we can manipulate this, our supercomputer. And if we hold the picture of what it is we want in this supercomputer, we can manifest it and hold it in our hand. It's 100% true. It works for everybody every single time. So we just don't quit. We've been talking about that. I set the goal of 30 videos in 30 days. If you watch my first video, I'm kind of up in the camera and I'm talking like I got a mouthful of bubble gum because I'm terrified. It took several attempts to get me in front of that computer that day. And then when I finally did it, every day got a little bit easier. Every day got a little bit easier. Do you know, it's been 45 days now. I come down here, sit in front of this computer and this camera like it's basically nothing, and do these videos on a daily basis. I love doing this. I love working with you, and I love being a part of what it is that you're working towards and what you want to achieve in your life. And it's easy now. I can just do it. It's no problem. Where if you go back and watch, and I recommend you do watch the series of the first 30 videos, that series of steps that I laid out for setting goals and accomplishing them. A lot of the things I talk about now, I reference back to that initial 30 videos. Most of them are short, wouldn't take time for you to just binge watch it, get through it, and trust me, it'll make a huge difference in the way that you function and in the way you approach life. Because I want you to win, and you can win. Absolutely 100% every single time, and I show you how. And one of the main things we do use is, everybody knows, I'm a big fan of the goal card, and I carry mine with me everywhere. I have it sitting on the computer here in front of me, and I carry it with me everywhere I go. Listen, we just don't quit. I hope this story helps you. It helps you to remember that it's always going to be difficult at first. There isn't an expert on the planet. There isn't a person who's accomplished anything grand that didn't have difficult times at first. Nobody's an expert right out of the womb, right? We all become experts based on experiences and based on interactions and attempts. How many times do you have to try to get to your goal? It may be 1,000 times, but you know what? We just don't quit because we know that's where we're going and we know that's where we're going to get. You can do it. You can 100% do it. I believe in you, and you're going to set a primary goal. You're going to advertise to yourself in your supercomputer that that's where you're going. It'll develop belief in your mind. It'll change the way other people are attracted to you and the way other people react to you, because when you change this, you change everything. And remember, I always say, if you want to change your life, you got to change your life. You can't keep living the same life and doing the exact same things and expect to get different results. That's not the way it works. You know that. We've been working on that. Today is going to be a fantastic day for me. I'm actually going to take my daughter to prom, and I'm so excited. I'm going to wear a tie t-shirt. I got a different shirt, not this one. You know, every day I wear a different tie t-shirt, and I just bought a whole ton more, so every day now you're going to see me with some new shirts. I got some cool tuxedo ones and some other things, and I'm really pumped about that. But I got a nice white shirt with a black tie. I'm going to wear a sport jacket and some jeans, and we're going to kind of go functionally casual. My daughter didn't want to wear a prom dress. She just wanted to wear something that she looks fantastic in. We're going to get her hair. She got her nails done. Everything. We're doing it all, and I'm so excited. Today is going to be the best day of my life, because I decided that's what it's going to be. And if you want today to be the best day of your life, take actions and do things that will make your life better, make you happy, and keep you moving towards the goal that you've set on your goal card. Remember, you are so happy and grateful now that, and then whatever you place after the word that's exactly what's coming your way, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Friends, I care about you. I want you to have a wonderful day. I will come back tomorrow with more information, another informative story, and we'll have some dialogue. And stay motivated, stay focused. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. You can. Hey, if this handicapped guy can do it with brain damage and all that crap, I tell you what, you can do it for sure. You've got this. You are going to nail it. Now go out and take on your day. Do your best. I believe in you. Talk to you tomorrow.